Right, so we got the Cheltenham ladies manager Tom Davies here ahead of a trip to MK Dons this weekend in the Women's National League Division South. So, Tom, a tough defeat last time out in quite tough conditions, frankly, against Plymouth. The 3-2 defeat. What were your final reflections on last Sunday?
Yeah, exactly that. It was very tough conditions. Don't think it came down to anything with outstanding quality. It was about the team that managed the conditions most effectively, and Plymouth did that. First half they sat in and we weren't able to get the shots off that we should have done. We didn't manage ourselves in the right way and create the opportunities to score goals and give ourselves a strong enough lead. We felt 1-0 was quite light at half time and they did as well. So yeah, they came out second half and were very strong and yeah, it was disappointing from my point of view. Like I said, we just didn't manage the conditions. We were able to score in the second half, which I felt was very good and in the way that it was. Um, but we just need to be better and a little bit more proactive in terms of how we do that. And that's where it's disappointing because we've in essence gifted a 3 points to a side in and around us, and we need to be better. We need to manage things in front of us, and yeah, disappointing. I think he's kind of the overall frustrated is another word we used, and yeah, it's just one of those things that hurts, and we have to go and put those things right over the course of the season.
Yes, final point on last week, really. How is the squad looking ahead of this weekend? As of course, last week it was fairly depleted in terms of like the illnesses and injuries. So, how are we looking ahead of this weekend?
Yes, it's a bit of a revolving door. You feel like you get one back and then one goes, and those things keep happening. But it's the same for every team and every squad in this division. So, we've been really fortunate to date that we've had a strong squad available pretty much every single week. But yeah, I think we're in a better situation than we were last week. I think we've had time for those kind of recover or recovering, and we're getting better. So we should have kind of still a strong squad to pick from. It was the same last week, just different, different people in different moments sometimes. But yeah, we're still not at full capacity. Probably won't be for another couple of weeks. But yeah, we've got a good squad, and from that we'll have a good team to start and a good group of people to be able to help us finish the game off as well.
Yeah, so in terms of this weekend, MK Dons, a team who back in September, it was a mad old game at Kate Lane, 3-1 down with about 80 minutes played, and then we go on to win the game 4-3, an absolute thriller. So, what do you expect this time round?
I expect probably quite a similar game. I think all the games that we've played against MK and Charlie and I have had against each other have been really similar. They've been really close fought games. They've had twists and turns. They had the game last year at Stadium MK where they won in the 90th minute. We went down one end, thought we were going to win it. They went down the other and kind of got that. And yeah, they've always been those kind of games and tough and hard fought. So it was nice that one went in our favour for a change. And that was a really nice day and a nice win for us. But yeah, look, I expect a tough game. They're a really well organised side. They've got a great group of staff and a fantastic group of players that they've been able to keep together and add to. We're in a different transition moment as we are as a club at the minute. So look, we're pushing forward. We're playing catch up with sides like MK and those sides that have been in the division a little bit longer. So we are building towards that. But the game itself, I'm expecting a really good one. Like I said, we've got fantastic squad of players available. We've got a little bit between our teeth to go and put right some of the wrongs over the last couple of weeks in terms of our performances and our decisions. So, we've trained well. I'm expecting us to step on and be aggressive, and I'm expecting two teams to really battle it out. And from a neutral perspective, I'd probably expect a really good game to go and watch. From the sidelines on our side, it's probably going to be a little bit different, but yeah, look, I expect a good game. I'm looking forward to it. It's a great occasion for us in terms of going over to play there and a good team to play against and test ourselves against. And yeah, like I said, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and just finally, Tom, we're obviously with cup competitions, teams in and around us have got a few games in hand on us, and we've played most of the games in the division. How vital is it to really, what am I trying to say, gain as many points as we can from our remaining games?
Yeah, it's always important. We want to pick up points all the time. We're disappointed that we've got zero from the last two. Wasn't obviously our objective, but with that in mind, it's about us building and growing those connections, and the job is to build that in toward next season. Last season was just literally about staying up. Can we do what we can do? Can we get ourselves in a position where we can sustain it? This year the recruitment was different. It was about trying to bring in people that we see the majority going to be here that are going to help us build for the slightly longer term. And the point with that is that we put ourselves in a good position first half of the season. Now it's to kick on. Got to keep building, keep growing those connections, those understandings, keep getting better. And I think the performance is the most important aspect of it. And wind was a difficult one last week, which curtailed really any sort of normal performance. But our performance against Rugby Borough wasn't good enough, and we know that. And therefore, we've got an opportunity the weekend to try and put that right. So if the performance first and foremost, we need to keep developing that and developing that consistency. We do that, we'll pick up points. So yeah, like, I'm not too worried about the teams below us or above us. Like it's just about us, and for us, it's about going on, putting on performance. And if we do that, we'll pick up points wherever we go, whether that's home or away, and against anybody. So just about us making sure that we keep fighting, we keep putting in strong performances, and we keep moving forward.
Nice one, Tom. Best of luck for Sunday.
Thanks, man.